and I'm a mom of 6 kids, ages, um, it's been a long day, ages elementary school through college. So, and I'm just hanging out and have a little quiet time. We are on our third day of summer. So, um, that's what's going on here. So I brought in a little laundry with me and just going to fold some towels and hang out. I'm going to take any questions from you. If you have anything you want to say about, if you have any questions or anything like that. I know sometimes people wonder what it's like to be a mom of 6 kids. So I thought I could fold some of these towels that I really need to fold and maybe share a little bit about household chores and stuff, which I mean, I'll be honest. It should, should I quit my job? Mm. Hi, Saibo. Maybe. How much are you loving it? Are you loving it? I don't know. Should I quit my job? What do you think? Should I quit my job, Saibo? So, my job is raising all these lovely children. I'm a full time stay at home mom. I have been for almost 21 years. So, anyway, and we had all 6 kids here for the last couple days. I had a daughter who had a birthday. And anyway, so literally, here's my stack of towels from just like the last couple of days. So I'm going to fold some towels tonight and just hang out with you guys. I hang out with you, Saibo. What do you think? Do you think you should quit? Nah, hang in there. You got this. So, anyway, a little bit about chores. We, I'm not, I used to be super ambitious and have like chore charts and stuff like that. What you mean? Are you at work right now? I keep watching. Yes, girl. I'm thinking this gum looks kind of bad in my mouth. So, anyway, yes, I have 6 kids. If you're just joining, and they are ages elementary through college. I'll have a senior in college in the fall. And so, anyway, funny enough, they were here for like literally the last day. And look at all these towels. Look at all these towels. This is from swim team and just from having 6 kids here for 24 hours. So we just went through a ton of towels. So I'm going to sit here and fold them. And I don't do a chore chart or anything like that. I'm not super ambitious. I'm kind of laid back. I figure by the time you have 6 kids, the only way to function is to be laid back. So that's just me. Um, but every day we do certain things. We always do dishes and loading of the dishwasher. And for the most part, laundry and dishes are the big ones that always have to be done here. And while we are all 8 here, like we were the last 24 hours, I run my dishwasher at least twice a day. Sometimes I run it 3 times a day. So my third born had a birthday yesterday. And so all 6 of my kids were here. And we had a nice little birthday party and did dinner and everything. And my daughter, who will be a senior in college, she left today, but it was so fun. And oh, they do, they help. Actually, right now we always do laundry together, but I'm kind of tired from all day today. And so I shut the door. And this is actually kind of relaxing for me. So I'm getting something done and no one is in here with me. So, and I get to hang out with you guys. So it's a win, 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 win. But yes, they do help. We all do laundry together and they all do the dishes. They have to be in charge of their own rooms. I don't clean bedrooms. They do have to clean their own rooms. So, and then usually on Sunday, I'll do a Sunday reset. Usually Sunday after church when we come home, I'll say, okay, and we'll just plow through it. just try to do a ton of stuff on Sunday afternoon. I know that's the day of rest, but it's also, I think, kind of the day to get everything ready for the week. So we do that. And my son, who's in swim team, we go through a lot of swim towels for him. So anyway, but I keep it pretty simple. As long as the dishes and laundry and their rooms are kept up. Let's see what else. Today we did some outdoor work and all the kids, yes, being a mom is hard. Yes, yes. Being a mom is hard. It is hard, but it's good. I mean, they're fun to be around. Um, we did some yard work today, and my three youngest chipped in with that. And it's so funny because we had all this stuff just in the backyard, just stuff they'd always played with, boxes and toys and stuff that had been sitting out there for a while, getting rained on and sitting out in the sun too long. And so we just took everything to the curb. And I don't know about y'all, but where we live, you take stuff to the curb and people pick it up. So literally, it was so funny. I took a rocking horse to the curb, and within like 2 minutes, it was gone. So there's that. But anyway, so we all did some yard work today, and that was good. And let's see, my third born just loaded the dishes, so that was nice. Um, Another swim towel for swim team. We go through a lot of these every summer. And now I'm just sitting back here all by myself, which is kind of nice. So if y'all have any questions for me, we are in Arkansas. That's where we are. We are in Arkansas, and this is where we've been for quite a while. And if you're just joining, I have who's so I have a son who is in college and he has a sweet little girlfriend, and I'm so glad that she's joining our chat. So, who's your favorite kid's girlfriend? Oh my gosh, she's so adorable. And I don't know if y'all have seen my post from Mother's Day, but she was the first person to bring me a Mother's Day gift. High five. She's the best. Love her. So, Saibo, you should come over and help me do these chores. She's amazing. So, anyway, so if you're just joining, I have six kids, ages elementary through uh, college. And it's busy and it's wild. And so, like a couple weeks ago, my week was everything from a field trip to moving my son home from college and setting up his band in our garage, which perks of a college kid. It is kind of fun to sit and listen to him and his friends play. They're good. He plays the piano and he plays the drums, and he has some friends that come over and they play too. So that's pretty fun. Um anyway, so that's about it. Um I have girls and boys. I have four girls and I have two boys. And they are good. They're great. What do I say? They're good. They're great. They're busy. They're a lot. It's a lot of work. Being a mom is tough, but it's good. It's rewarding. And I definitely feel that the Lord called me to it. So that's how I feel. I feel like the Lord called me to having a big family, and I've been at home with them for 21 years. So that's been good. I have folded a lot of towels in 21 years. Getting these towels folded. Um, what else? Y'all have any? Yes. Amen. Do a lot of help with the Lord. That's for sure. A lot of Jesus. A lot of Jesus helps me raise these babies. And you know what? Also, today was so cute. If y'all haven't seen my shorts, so I was taking my son to swimming, and we saw this I thought it was a family, but I don't think it was. It was four baby armadillos. And I didn't see a mommy anywhere, but they were so cute. They were in a yard just down the street from us, and they were precious. I don't know what they were eating, but they were like going crazy for something that they were eating in the ground. And my son said it was probably termites or ants or something like that. But anyway, if you haven't seen it, go back and see it. It's so cute. Such a sweet little family of baby armadillos. But yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do once I run out of folding these towels. I guess I could start on my own laundry. But yes, I'm sitting back here. Well, we didn't get close to it. We were in a car because I've also heard, I think, are armadillos nocturnal? I think they might be nocturnal animals. And if they are, I know if you see nocturnal animals during the day, you should stay away because they might be rabid. I don't know. Is that true? So we didn't get out of the car, but I got a video of it, and my son, who just loves animals, just thought it was so great. So that was fun. That was funsies. So let's see what else. Anything else y'all want to know? An armadillo. It's like a little, almost looks like an anteater. It's a little, I don't know what you almost like looks like a possum, except it has a shell on it. Google it. You can oh, that's cool watching all the way from there. That's awesome. Uh okay, yeah. Well, we have them here. We have lots of little armadillos. That's interesting. Yeah, we have armadillos. So they were cute. All these little babies. So anyway, armadillo. That's neat. So you're in Egypt. That's exciting. I want to see the pyramids. Have you ever seen the pyramids? Okay, I'll start on some of my own clothes. Mm-mm. So let's see, what else do we do today? So today I made breakfast for everybody. I didn't do a video today, but I did one the other day of a breakfast that I make for the kids. I usually do um, eggs and all that kind of stuff. So we did that this morning. And then my oldest daughter, I hung out with her for a little bit. It's always good to see her. She goes to college. And so I hung out with her this morning. We had some coffee together. She can make espresso. So that was nice. So I hung out with my oldest daughter. And then she left back for school. And we had swim team. We did some chores. If you're just joining, I usually make the kids do laundry, which is funny because I know I'm doing it right now. We do laundry, dishes, and they're in charge of doing their own rooms. So, and their bathrooms. So that's great. I don't keep a chore chart or anything like that. Sometimes I find as a mom with six kids, it almost stresses me out more to have like lists and then feel like they're not getting done. I would just rather kind of dictate throughout the day, hey, this needs to be done, or someone needs to take out the trash, just stuff like that. For me, it's easier. I know some moms work really well with like um like real organized systems like that. I just have to be pretty laid back. I have found that that's the best parenting style for me, with six children, just to be pretty laid back. And I think you're kind of forced into that position too as a mom with a big family. You have to be pretty relaxed. So anyway, I don't get into like a bunch of charts. Um, so and thankfully they're pretty good to do things as I ask them to do it. So that's nice. So um anyway, so let's see, what other kind of chores do we do? I used to do, I remember during 2020, y'all remember that? Does anybody remember what that was like when we were all stuck at home? I remember listening to a mom, and I think she had like 10 or 12 kids, and she talked about zones. And so during 2020, zones worked really good. Um, and oh, thank you. I've seen that too. Someone cutting plastic fruit. That's funny. I've seen that too. Um, so during 2020, I was listening to this mom. She had like 10 or 12 kids, and she said what was most effective for her in her parenting was zones. And so every kid had a zone. So there was a kid over the kitchen, and there was a kid over the living room, and a kid over the bathrooms, and over the, I don't know, whatever, the dining room or parlor, whatever you have. So every week they would have a zone. And so I do remember in 2020 that um yeah, everyone was divided up into a zone. And that was really great because it was like, instead of, how sometimes you say, okay, someone left out their dishes or someone has their clothes all over the floor. So, oh, I didn't do it. Whatever. They try to pawn it off on someone else. So it was just easy because it was like, okay, the zone needs to be picked up in the living room, and it's so and so zone. You need to go pick it up. And so it was actually worked really well for that year when we were all on top of each other for all of 2020 to give everyone a zone. But I've kind of phased out of that. And I feel like too, Um, when my older kids come home from college, I don't want them to feel like they're here and they have to do all these chores. Like when they come here, I guess I think there's a point that you reach your parenting. It's almost like they're adult children now, which I mean, technically they are adults, but I mean, I might ask my son, "Hey, can you take out the trash or whatever?" But for the most part, I let my 4 youngest still keep up with the daily regular chores because I feel like when they've moved off and they come back, they're more of a guest than, "Hey, you're here, for a day, you need to help with all of this stuff." So I really do try to give them grace in that and not have so many expectations of um, them helping or whatever. So I do kind of let them off the hook for that. And um anyway, so that's kind of my thought on parenting older children. Now, my younger children, I think from an early age, I've heard parents say before, if they can push buttons on an iPad or if they can, learn how to work a remote control, they can learn how to run a washing machine. So I agree with that. I think for the most part, I think all of my kids would know how to do the washer by themselves and the dryer. They all know how to start the dishwasher. They all know how to, clean up or make their beds. So, you can have pretty good expectations for kids. I mean, they're smart, you know. So they're smart little babies. Um, let's see what else. Oh, yeah, I'm a full time stay at home mom. I've stayed at home for 21 years. 21 years. I have sewn into my kids, and I really feel like that was God's calling on my life, is to be at home with my kids. And so I've been blessed to be able to do that, which I mean, it's definitely not without sacrifice. We've had to make a lot of sacrifices, my husband and I. And we, we don't drive brand new cars or anything like that. We drive old cars and really just try to, make it work on a single income because we see a lot of value in me being here, to take them to school. Sometimes I ride the bus, but to be here definitely when they get here or, when they're sick and I can be here with them. So it's definitely been a blessing and for us, the right decision for sure. So yeah, so that's been good. Yeah. So if you're just tuning in, I'm Rachel Kelly. I'm mom with 6 children, elementary through college. And we're on summer break now. So it has been busy. And it was so funny because my husband, when he got home today, we do try to exercise or walk or do some sort of something every day. And um, anyway, so he was like, "Oh, did you get your workout in today?" And I literally like died laughing. I was like, "Did I get my workout in today?" No, babe. But then that was okay because he and I ended up doing a walk together. So that was nice. Um, so it is very busy. Summers are busy. That's why we spend a lot of time at the pool. That's why I have all of my swim towels that I'm folding as we go to the pool so much. And okay, so I'm just about done here. I've done all my towels, so I did good and I wasn't interrupted. I think they're out there watching a movie, so this was really nice. I got this done. And I read this really good blog one time, and this lady, she was just like, just get the dishes done. And so I know sometimes, like, as a mom, you feel guilty. You feel guilty either way. You feel guilty if you're doing dishes because you should be sitting with the kids, or you're sitting with the kids and you should be doing the dishes, whatever. And so she's like, you know what? If you want to do the dishes, just do them. And so tonight I was like, I just need to get some towels done. We're literally all out of them. So I'm just going to get them done. And it's been some of my quiet time too. And I got to hang out with you guys. So that's been very nice. So anyway, oh, if you like the channel, you can subscribe to it. I just share funny little stories and snippets from being a mom with a large family. As you can imagine, there's always something usually interesting to say or to share. So Anyway, thanks for hanging out, and I will see y'all. Oh, I was looking for this, looking for this like 2 days. I found it. Anyway, y'all, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna go get all this stuff put away. Bye.